Well, hello there, my beautiful souls. Welcome on in. We're beginning with the Chariot card at the bottom of the Good Tarot deck because it really feels like it's a day where you're feeling more maybe alive, but more motivated than you have recently. There's a feeling of spirit having a lot to do with this, but then it's also feeling like you're being left alone more than you're used to. This could be more in regards to people in your physical reality, but I feel for a lot of you with the High Priestess coming out, it has to do with spirits not bothering you like they once did, maybe messing with you less. And it just feels like you're easily gaining what you need the most at this time. And part of which is motivation and the desire to accomplish more than you have been. And so I feel like as well, you're thinking about the energy where maybe you're living, regardless of, it has to do with some sort of situation that you are wrapped up with throughout this day. But sorry as it sounded a bit weird, I am, of course, very, very spiritual. And so I feel being drawn to this reading, there's a true highlight on the fact that you are an extremely spiritual individual. And so some of you might be learning more about this. Some of you, I feel, will be learning about your own individual path due to your spirituality. And it feels like you're going to be feeling very intelligent. And it's almost a sense of spirit coaching you in certain unspoken ways. You know, it's like they're showing you the results that you're creating for the better and for the worse. And then they're saying, well, you're a smart individual. Once again, you're very intelligent and you've been through a lot of important, useful experiences. Ooh, sorry about the noise. Damn. Anyways, and so they're saying from there, with this necessary coaching and, you know, even clarity coming through, make certain adjustments of importance. But the Six of Fire is saying that it's a day where you are going to more than ever, it's like tall and proud and victorious. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like too many times you've received too little for all the efforts you've put forth towards this and that of importance. And now it's the time for this general collective to feel special, to feel honored, and to feel, again, victorious. And so it's the sense of certain spirits coming through in their own ways to say, chin up, my beautiful soul. Own the fact that you've made certain mistakes, but own the fact that your hard work from the past and currently will more than ever pay off. Excuse me. But it's this really important feeling that you're being given at certain points where you honor yourself a bit better. It's like spirits are coming through for some of you in very kind of simple but encouraging ways to get you to work out more, to maybe do a face mask, to meditate, to drink more water, to lessen maybe the consumption of this and that you've been overdoing it with. And that includes social media. But it feels like you're going to as well experience things a bit differently. It's the sense of the energy more working in your favor, where I feel a lot of times running back, it's just been working against you, you know, in the energy, you know, existing in many different forms, coming from many different avenues. I'm hearing from both of these two realms. But it's also a time for you to be thinking more about what you want out of life, and therefore asking yourself quite simplistically, are the choices that I'm making, sorry, I start to kind of talk too loudly out here, are the choices that you are making on a day-to-day basis, very much so, more importantly, the small ones, are they adding up, you know, moving forward? Because again, you're smart, you can figure this one out. Are they adding up to the results that you wish to see out of life more so? And so again, Spirit's saying, as I'm seeing the Queen of Swords, you know, a vision of which, there are adjustments that are required, plain and simple. But again, you're quite victorious. There's something about hot air balloons, and I also feel like dogs are coming into play, and you may see horses and cats a lot. But I feel there's also a significance to the colors red and blue, passion and chill energy. Devoted and easygoing. It's just this kind of vibe that Spirit's saying it's going to work to your advantage more than ever. I feel you're coming through more powerfully than you were. And it's because you've changed a lot. It's because your spirituality's developed a lot. And I'm going to be completely real with you. This isn't for everybody. It'll just click if it's for you. You, in the last week or two, went through a spiritual increase. And what happened there was certain people from your past started to revisit you from a different location or just a different chapter. And not every spirit was positive, but they're being cleared out as we speak. And it's like you're now feeling kind of a boost in the energy of your team of guides and otherwise, your connection in general, where it's feeling more, healthy, but it's feeling more supportive. It's feeling more, right? It's feeling like more. And there's going to be a lot of junk mail coming through for some of you. And this includes via text message and even phone calls. But they want you to remember that keeping things clean and tidy, for some of you, keeping the floor as clear as possible is going to give you the energy and the vibe, the clearness that you deserve and need the most at this time. Because I feel like you're somebody who easily, it's like the clutter of things or the messiness of your physical reality starts to kind of shift into and adjust your mindset. But let's pull a couple more. 627 is a good number for you. 627. There's also a significance when it comes to sunflowers. Sunflowers. I feel like that's kind of how you're being viewed by certain spirits, maybe other people, where it's like, okay, you have a good head on your shoulders is now what I'm getting. And you're more strategic at this point where that you've been placed. There's something very significant about you remembering or noticing this differently. Where I feel there was almost like a careless sort of, I don't want to say spontaneous maybe, but it was more so of a kind of acting quickly kind of an energy in your past where you didn't make all of the right choices because you didn't really feel it out, or you maybe ignored your intuition in certain moments. Now it feels like you're trusting yourself a bit better. You're trusting spirit more selectively, but also more so. It feels like the energy again is very, very supportive. But what else do we have? It's something about you needing to smile more, and it's like you can force it and it can turn into a real smile, but there's a sense of this being a time where the genuine smiles need to kind of just randomly come to be. And you're going to feel like this really improves the energy even surrounding you. And so it reminds you of the power of your individual energy. The Ace of Cups coming out, the Ace of Water, because I really feel like this is a time for you to zone in on the fact that your cup is now more than ever meant to overflow. And it's as if you need to kind of, all right, a seahorse holds great value for you. And I'm being shown a glass ball. It's like you're given sort of this vision of what lies ahead. Now this may come through in chunks. You may get a piece of this vision, this clarity from somebody's reading. Then you may pull your own cards and then you get your own vision. It might come through a dream partially or fully. So regardless of how this comes to be for you and what it entails, it's like spirits are helping you look into what they're labeling as a figurative glass ball, and now you get to see a bit of what lies ahead. We can't give it all to you throughout this one day, nor should you want that, because the mystery of things at times is what keeps things enticing, keeps things a bit more enjoyable, right? Because if you had every single bit of what lies ahead, it would kind of take a bit of that, fun out of it. I know you may not think that when watching this or even, thinking about it after the fact, but just trust us when it comes to this one. Let's keep going. I also feel like there's something about you flushing away the BS or flushing away the toxic energy. And all the meanwhile, it's kind of this feeling again of spirit helping you to do so otherwise. It's like certain factors, like, again, a negative entity, if not multiple, leaving your presence, or even just a heavy one. That's not something you should have your hands on or even your mind on. And so all the meanwhile stuff like this, again, is being flushed away, cleared out for you, and the energy improves. What else do we have? One last card, the Four of Air. The day really, really reminds you, as my throat is struggling now, that you are one protected, one very spiritual, one very special, intelligent soul. Take care.